22.130 in the first sector. Yeah, still 7 seconds behind the leaders. So hopefully he can pick up his pace and get within striking range there.
Yeah, and I see. You see also that I think Mr. Newcope already tried to going faster, but he had some traffic in front of him just at the corkscrew. And now we are checking Mr. Blom. Mr. Blom is a Dutch driver. I know him well because he's driving at our part. Mr. Florian Brown, that's the next one, and he's driving a McLaren. It looks, I think Brown. We had him.
Yeah, we had him in the last race. He was P2 in our last week's race on Zandvoort. Also in the McLaren there, and yeah, the Issingers both. Toby Issinger in a Ferrari, and where is his brother? His brother,
Mr. Velo,
not in the same car. Brother is in a McLaren.
Yeah. Okay, and we see now Mr. Velo.
Mr. Velo, currently with a 1:24.192 as his best lap. So that is still a little over 1 second behind Toby. So hopefully he can pick up the pace as well. And that was quite close. That was Dosa, I think, that spun there. So that was quite close, but Velo managed to avoid him. Obviously, that he had to stop his lap. But yeah, luckily no damage, and he can just go for another hot lap in the next lap. And we see we're looking at Robin van der Put right now. Currently in P5, 5 tenths behind Issinger, still with the fastest lap. We're looking at Marius Issinger, also picking up quite the pace, and still not with the fastest sectors, but he's gonna go. I think he's gonna come out in P3 if he keeps his current pace.
Yeah,
possibly even P2. And he manages to get into P3. Just 8 100ths behind his brother. And Newcoop is also right in striking distance, just 0.02 seconds behind Issinger. So that is really close. And while we're talking about Toby, he's going for another hot lap. And he's gonna set a better time on for a good first sector. Now going for a good second one. Already gained 1/10. Yeah, we are still looking at Marius here. Hopefully we can get a look at Toby Issinger. Marius right now through the corkscrew, that was, right?
Yeah, there he is, Toby.
Sector. Yeah.
Let me see.
2 tenths already gained on his previous time.
Yeah. Oh, here, lost the lump. Oh, he's red.
Yeah.
I think
he went off in the corkscrew.
Yeah.
We saw that.
That's still
went a little bit too. Yeah, went a little bit too far to the inside, and then no tracks, no wheels on the track, and that sadly stopped his really good qualifying lap, the really good hot lap. He was gaining by 2 tenths on his previous lap, and he still has the fastest lap. But now Rayman with a monster time, just 2 thousandths behind Toby. Really close racing here. Nice to see the top 10.
Oh, look at that, Brown.
Brown. Really good time. 50,000, yeah, my English is 500th in front of Toby right now. So that
Yeah.
is really, really good time. And we see the top 11 drivers at the moment are within 1 second of each other. That's what we like to see
Yeah,
in racing.
that's skilled racing, and I see like Mr. Michiel Blom. Michiel Blom, he has the fastest sector. It's the first sector. For sector 1, he has a 21.750, so he can find more time there. He should be.
Going through the corkscrew at the moment. Now we're looking at Toby again. Still improving his previous lap by 4/10. It's gonna put him in P1 again. And there we see it by almost 3/10 on Brown's time. So yeah, he's just in another world right now.
They
Probably
trained.
not as
They
much
have
of a,
practiced a lot.
yeah, probably not as much as a domination as we saw last week on Zandvoort with Bella, who finished
Yeah.
the race, I think almost lapping the whole field. He had the whole field lapped at one time, but that was before he took his last pit stop. So that was a masterclass of domination, and I'm looking forward to see what this race is gonna have in store for us.
Yeah, and when we are looking into track for the moment and a little bit about the cars, because it's a short track, but there are a lot of corners and they're all banking or left or right, and because of the high speed and the lot of corners, it will eat your tires. They have also, of course, a mandatory pit stop. So yeah, it was. I think it was tires and fuel. I think, but yeah, I think it's important to be nice for your tires. That will help you during the race.
Definitely. Of course, with only one pit stop, that is, you're gonna have to nurture your tires. And yeah, I mean, Laguna Seca has a bunch of banked corners, and we saw someone going off there. I think spun. Yeah, a lot of banked corners. Obviously, some of them are on camber, but also quite a few off camber turns. So they're angled outward, and you have to really, really, yeah, be in control of your car and nurture your tires there.
Yeah, and it is a
So
long
that's
race. It is a race from 2 hours, and that's why you have to be, nursing your tires. And I think it's also important to stay on track, because when you survive the track and you have a consistency, the corkscrew, that is one of the bottlenecks of this track. There you can make the race, but you can also, break your race, I think.
definitely. I mean, if you lose it there, gonna put you quite far back the field. We saw that with Micha last race on Zandvoort. I think he had a couple of incidents at the start of the race, and that really put him behind. Even though he was quite on pace with Bella, at least on pace for a podium there. Yeah, unfortunate. So obviously incidents can put you quite far back in the field. Micha still managed to get P5 in the last week's race, I think.
Yeah.
So it's still a monster race for him. And obviously props to him that he continued to race even though he had those incidents. Because that's what we like to see.
Yeah,
Just
we're looking
continue
at
driving. Mike Weber. Now we switch to Autistic God.
That's a
He's
nice name.
on a good lap. 7/10 gained on his previous fastest lap. His previously fastest lap was at 1:24.3. So yeah, I mean, still with this lap, we're looking at maybe a P10 if he can stay in that window. He manages to improve a little bit. Now 8/10 gained on his previously fastest lap. And I think that's gonna put him in P10 at the moment, yes.
Okay, that's not
Quite a
bad.
good lap. I mean, I don't know if he's still going for another improvement. We're looking now at Bloom, but he is not on a good lap. He's 5/10 behind his previously fastest time. But he just... Does he manage to get across the finish line in time? He does not. He does not. He
No,
cannot set another first lap. So that was really close. Like 1 second earlier, I would have put him through there. But yeah, unfortunate. He is
you know,
currently in P7. Now we gotta see a bunch of drivers crossing the finish line. Mike Weber goes P8. Rogel goes P16. And obviously a bunch of them are already in the pits, content with their time. Looking at Micha Newcoop now, still on another, out for another improvement, 2/10 gained at the moment. That might put him in P2 for this race. And he does manage to get P2 with a 1:22.85. So
yeah,
congratulations
good.
to him.
Yeah,
And now the only person still on the lap is Dosa, but he went through. No improvement there, P20 for him. So we have our final order for the race. With Toby Issinger on pole, Micha Newcoop with him on the first row. Then comes Florian Braun, then Ryman. In P5 we have Marius Issinger. In P6 Weber, the Kai Weber. And then Bloom in P7, Mike Weber in P8, Van de Put in P9, Birsaki, also a familiar name, in P10, Autistic God in P11, Enting in P12, Velo P13, Biro P14, Johnson in P15, Rogel P16, Takash in P17, Ostri in P18, Resolute P19, Dosa P20, and Moore P21, and Quinons in P22. I hope I pronounced that name right. I apologize if I don't.
you did your best. And what one thing I see is that Philo, what's happened? I was thinking he had
I think,
more pace like this. Philo in 13th place. Look at that.
yeah, obviously he had to stop his one lap, one hot lap, but there was still 8 minutes on the clock for qualifying. So yeah, just maybe no improvement there.
No, it isn't.
His
But
fastest
now
qualifying lap, yeah,
it
would
is
have
what
been
it is, I think.
P13. It is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, everything's still open. In last race, we saw some crazy track gains. Brown went from P12 to P2, so yeah, still everything open for Velo. First corner is gonna matter. First lap.
Yeah, for sure. And on this corner, oh my God, we will see what's happening. Okay, and we are almost counting down. They will go for a short lap, a short information lap, Leo, and then they go for the green light.
All right. And yeah, I mean, last race we saw Bella. He obviously started in P1 and then just drove away from everyone. Also benefited from a lot of fighting in the midfield, and especially in P2 and P3. So maybe we see that today again with Toby Issinger. If he can manage to hold on to his lead and yeah, stay in front of Newcoop and hope that Newcoop and Brown are gonna fight for P2. He can get quite a lot of time on them.
Okay, there we go. For the preparation, warm up the tires, warm up the brakes, and that's important to do that in that short period of time to get some heat in the tires. And they do it while they're braking all the time. You see all the braking lights, and that's why they're doing that, to get some heat in the tires, Leo.
Yeah, definitely. Best way to get heat into the tires, like swerving on the track and braking. Also, obviously have to warm up the brakes. And we are approaching the finish line. A few seconds till lights out. And Dosa I saw there. I don't know if that was a mistake in the stream overlay, but he was still in the pits.
Yeah, something.
And he's out now. He has retired
Oh,
from the race, so
yeah.
that is
Oh, that's a
unfortunate.
shame.
And now approaching the start-finish line, everyone lining up for a good start. And Newcoop gets a better start than Toby Issinger. Now
Oh,
hangs around the outside there. But Issinger manages to hold on to his position on the inside. And now still in front of Newcoop. Brown now obviously looking for a chance to gain some track position here. But Toby already with a 0.3 second gap on Newcoop. Brown really on his back there. And we already have one person out. A crash for the back markers, and that is unfortunate. That's gonna cost them quite some time. Issinger now with a comfortable lead of 0.8 seconds. Brown really on the back of Newcoop there, trying to pass on the outside there. Oh, and that was a big hit. That was a big hit by...
yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna really cost them a lot of time. And now
No.
that's a big crash. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you see a crash in front of you, just slow down and try to avoid crashing into them, because that's gonna get you damage. And obviously you're faster if you can just stay safe and manage to pass them. But that was unfortunate. Just too late on the brakes. That was not on Brown. He was early on the brakes. Someone crashed into him. Hopefully we can see a replay of that. But that is unfortunate. That now puts Issinger in that comfortable lead. And now actually Kai Weber in P2. So he gained some places, managed to stay out of the crash. Now with a 2.3 second gap to Issinger. Behind him we have Bloom, then Mike Weber, and then Vanderpoot. Those are the top 5. And yeah, hopefully we can see another replay of what happened there. That big crash, and also the crash for the back markers. Because that put 3 people out, and Brown went back to the pits, probably with a lot of damage. He took the brunt of that incident. And Renown also in the pits in P21. So that is unfortunate for Brown. Coming out of the pits now. And yeah, Toby manages to increase that lead on Kai there. Now more than 3 seconds already. And Bloom just on the back of Weber there, hoping to get a chance for an overtake. And yeah, just still about the same gap. And we see some position loss in the back actually. So Newcoop also was involved in that crash. Obviously we saw someone crashing into Brown, and then Brown went into the back of Newcoop, spun him around as well. Newcoop in P16 now. And we are looking at the bureau here with Marius Itsinger, the brother of the leader, right on his back. 0.3 seconds. And he just gets that drag, but no chance for an overtake in this corner. Yeah, what are the prime overtaking spots on this circuit, Patrick? Do you know?
Yeah, they're not a lot. They're not a lot on this track, because it's also a narrow track, and because all the corners. I think I know one driver. It's a Dutch guy van der Zande, Renger van der Zande. He's driving IMSA, and he did it in the corkscrew one time, but it's not the best position to try to overtake. I think the part where we're now looking at, the little straight, I think that's the most safe places to try to overtake, but it's still a difficult track to overtake some. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, we saw
it's
some
okay.
little bit of road gel there went off there, and Marius and Biro managed to overtake him. Obviously, now Marius also overtake Biro. I think that was actually in the corkscrew while you were talking about it. At least I saw someone slipping through the inside there of the second turn. And now Van de Poel right on the back of Mike Webber there, switching to the inside. But he's next to him now, got a good exit, and he manages to pass it, but Van de Poel still, Webber still on the outside there. Now, Van de Poel just hangs on. Webber brakes too late, goes into the grass, and that puts Birsaki in P5 and Ryman in P6. So that was a good overtake by Van de Poel there. And yeah, still some close fighting between them here. Velo obviously also gained a little bit of time there on them. Now within 1 second. And Birsaki right on the back of Van de Poel there, looking for a chance to overtake. Did you expect that overtake? That was... I mean, obviously he moved to the inside and dive bombed them. Then just managed to get a better exit. Did you expect that, Patrick?
No, not at all, not at all. And also what I see some penalties coming, I think. Let us see. It will come. I see some penalties coming, so I think... Yeah, the start.
Yeah. I mean, the start, we saw some crashes on the back markers. Yeah, drifting a little bit. And now it's the chance for Ryman to pass Birsaki there, and he managed to hold on. But Birsaki just completely missed his braking spot, went into the back of Ryman there. That's gonna be a penalty, probably.
I think so, but...
Ryman spun out and lost a lot of track position there. He went from P5 to P9 now. That's unfortunate for him. But hopefully no damage.
He is... It was too aggressive. Much too aggressive.
And as we were talking, Enting from P13 to P7 now. And right on the back of Mike Webber there. Yeah, I mean, obviously. That's what I was talking about. If there's a crash in front of you, stay safe, stay out of trouble, then you will get those kind of gains. And there we have a 5-second penalty for Hostrill. I think that was that crash from the back markers that put 3 people out. And hopefully we can get a replay of that. Well, that is the first penalty of the race. And sadly, probably not the last one. Obviously, we don't like to see crashes happen. We want clean racing, but obviously it can't always be avoided. And Enting still on the back of Webber and Birsaki here. And 30-second time penalty for Brown for bad rejoin. So let's take a look at that. Oh, that is unfortunate. It looked like he clipped that wall. So, quite a questionable decision by the stewards there. Yeah, that was the crash we saw, and then he rejoins there. So,
yeah, he had to stay on his brake.
That is for sure a bad rejoin. You have to... The responsibility there. Already clipped Ryman there. Then... Yeah, that is definitely justified. The other one looked like... He just clipped that overpass wall and then it just went completely onto the track. But yeah, that was an unfortunate incident there. But a lot of people out, a lot of damage for... Yeah. No, Marius Isinger on the back of Velo there, E10, and he is within 1 second. He will be looking for, obviously, first a chance to gain some time. Velo went a little bit onto the grass there, but nothing serious, and a 15-second time penalty for Marius Isinger for causing a collision. So perhaps that's
a lot of penalties.
A lot of penalties. Perhaps that's that big crash we saw. That obviously also gave Brown that 30-second stop and go penalty. Also unfortunate for Brown because he already went to the pits after that big crash. And now has to go into the pits again within the next 3 laps to serve that penalty. And he's already in P20. So that's gonna put him in last place. Very unfortunate. But with his pace, he can probably gain back a couple of track positions.
Yeah, there is enough time, so we have...
Yeah. I mean,
Look,
1 hour
Robin
and
van der
50
Put.
minutes to go. Yeah, Robin van der Put in P3.
Yeah. Just staying out of trouble.
6 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 seconds for him to Mike Bloom on... Is it Mike?
No.
To Bloom in P2. And
the
ending right
Porsche.
on the back of Mike Webber there.
Yeah. Max Enting, also Dutch guy, driving a nice the McLaren with his new livery. He built it himself. The livery, he designed it himself. Just put it in today because
nice.
we had some problems with it. Yeah, but yeah, it's okay driver. I said to him just, he didn't drive a lot on this track yet, so yeah, I said to him, yeah, just drive your laps and try to stay out of trouble, and it's doing well. I think 7th now.
Yeah. Still about the same gap to Webber in P6
Yeah.
there. In the Porsche.
And there will come something
And
nice.
yeah, we have a replay for Webber there. And we'll look if he can make a move here. He's on the back of Birsaki here.
Oh,
And
he
Birsaki
overshoot there.
goes into the gravel. Yeah. Now, hands for Webber. Right next to him on the inside line for the next turn. And he does manage to get in front of Birsaki here. Now he has to watch his braking there. Birsaki moves back to the inside and manages to get ahead again. Webber a little bit into the grass there on the inside line for the next turn. And there is Enting waiting for his chance to get an overtake as well. So that's Birsaki loses 2 positions. And Enting just really well done from him. Just
Yeah, but I
hung
think it's
to the back of Webber there. And Velo went off into the wall. That is a lot of damage. And puts him down into P12. That is 2 positions lost. And we are looking at Ryman now. Within striking distance for Birsaki, who obviously lost 2 positions there. And Enting also lost his position to Ryman. So yeah, quite a lot of close fighting here in the midfield. And meanwhile, Obi Issenger just completely drives away, as we saw last week with Bella. Now 9 seconds on P2. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, just completely. Also with the fastest lap, his best lap with a 1:22.882. I think that was even better than his qualifying lap. Oh, great driving from him.
You see a lot of drivers doing that because you will get in some kind of flow or something, and then of course the tires will go on the good temperature, the track will be optimum later on, so and then your car will be lighter, and then when you're in a good flow, it's possible to do a lot of good things. And most of the times I'm faster in a race than when I'm doing qualifying. I'm bad at qualifying, really bad at qualifying. So I know it's the flow, I think.
Yeah, sure. We saw a move from Webber there, at least trying a move. Went to the inside, but didn't manage to get alongside Van der Put here. They are fighting for P3, so podium place. And he's 0.3 seconds behind him. Potentially a chance for him to overtake. We saw a couple of overtakes on that after this straight now. He gets a good exit. Still right on the back of Van der Put there. Getting a little bit of track now, obviously with some drag. But yeah, still not close enough to try anything here. Not trying to
He's
just
missing on the straight
get a good
little.
exit again. Yeah. I mean, he got a little bit of drag, but and we saw
BMW.
someone go off there, and that was E21. That was a BMW of Queen Owens. The only BMW on track, mind you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what
There's
is the
only
most
one.
popular car at the moment? I see a lot of McLarens.
McLaren is and
Obviously.
the Ferrari.
Yeah. I see a few
Oh, is he
Porsches
going
as well.
again? He's next to him.
Yeah, Kai Weber now next to him on the inside. Moves back
Oh, not
behind him
yeah.
again. Not gonna try
Try
anything
to
in this
stay
corner.
safe.
And still behind him. Lost a little bit of time again. And now going into the corkscrew corner. And just staying safe behind him again. And another
Oh, another one.
15-second time penalty for Issinger. Marius, that is.
Oh,
So
that's
he's currently... Yeah, he's currently in P9, fighting with Biashaki and Enting. Yeah, we have a really nice view from Kai Weber now. You can really see the pixels of the livery from Vanderput there. I like the livery.
Yeah.
Is it custom, do you know?
What?
From Vanderput here? Is Vanderput's livery custom?
I think so, but because I not recognize it, it's not a standard one. But for sure, and I can tell you also something. The pit window is open, so they can now start doing their pit stops. They need to do 2 pit stops, and for everybody the same. So from now they can start doing it. But no, it's not a standard livery for sure.
I really like the pink. Yeah, obviously, purple my favorite color. All my liveries are in purple, but pink also really nice color for that Porsche. And we see a split screen now. A lot of things happening. We also saw a 10-second penalty. Hopefully we can see what that was for as well. And yeah, just you see on the right side the fight between Weber and Vanderput for P3, and then we have a lot of cars really close together. That is Ryman, Enting, Biashaki, Issinger, Marius, Hero, and Newcoup. So Newcoup actually managed to fight his way back into P11 right now.
Yeah, for now already.
Maybe
he's
with
also
a little
closing
bit of
in.
damage. And now a 10-second penalty for P8 Biashaki. Also among those cars fighting there. And we see a move from Biro on... Oh, that was Issinger on Biro. He managed to dive bomb the last turn there.
It was a good switchback and yeah.
Yeah.
It was clean, so it was okay. One
really
from
close
the
fighting there.
Yeah, it's
obviously.
It's all over the place. We see a lot of battles now on the moment. And
also
if we have
Brown,
to go for 2 hours, oh yeah.
Brown is also back in P16. Now P15 managed to overtake Horry? Ostry? Ah, those names. My German tongue can't pronounce them. And another 5-second penalty for Bakash. He is currently in P18. So that's not gonna matter that much to him. With a 28 gap to Moore.
Third.
And Shakash already has 30 seconds worth of penalties. That is a lot. And Ryman went off in the corkscrew there. Lost a lot of places down into P11 now. And 15-second penalty for Shakash. So that is among those 30 seconds. And now we see Issinger goes onto the inside there of Bureau. They're right next to each other. No, there was actually Bureau going onto the inside of Issinger.
Yeah, and he's now in front
and
of him.
He has the inside for the next turn as well. Oh, but I think he missed his braking spot a little bit there. Yeah, and that is Issinger back into P8 again. A really close fighting. We like to see that. And Micha Newcoup also, he's smelling blood, like a shark in the water. A little bit on the inside of Bureau there. Bureau goes off on the switchback, and now flipped the side of Newcoup a little bit there. That was really close, but Newcoup managed to avoid a collision there. That was really close.
That was really skilled driving, or not? Whoa.
Yeah, definitely. Also a chance for Ryman, and he took that chance and went into E9, but no, Newcoup got back that position, but that was really close. Hero went onto the grass there, I think, right? then just lost it. And he's down into P11 with a lot of, a lot of time. The other drivers, and now down to P12. I think he has damage. He went into the wall there, and Biosaki spins while he tries to dive bomb Issenger there. That is unfortunate as well. And I think here he went into the pits.
I noticed he's a little bit aggressive driver.
No, he left actually. That was it for him. He spun there and now he's out of the race. He left the server.
Okay.
Unfortunate. We don't love to see that. Obviously, we always want all drivers that start the race to finish it. Yeah, but he just tried to dive bomb there. I think was clipped. I think Issenger just didn't expect that move. Maybe went into his front, and then he just spun into that corner. But luckily, just didn't reverse into everyone.
Leo, the problem is now, and that you see a lot of times, we have now a mixed group. You have some good drivers and some starters. And then you see sometimes some, you can always have this kind of things. But that's because a lot of people just started on Full Grip Motorsport and driving via the website. And when you just start, your safety rating is a little bit low. So you have to need some safety rating to join pro game or pro events. But when we have enough pro people, of course, we will start also pro events, because then you have some more skilled drivers together. But yeah, that's it. It is what it is now for now. But still, it's okay by me. It can happen. It's racing, and sometimes you have some small accidents. You can that's happening. Oh, that was nice.
Close there. One of the back markers. Yeah. But luckily they managed to pass him safely. Now a chance for Weber. He goes onto the outside. And we switch to Issenger badly. I would love to see that potential overtake. But Marius Issenger lost the position to Micha Newcoop there. Micha in the blue Ferrari there. Also a really nice livery. First time I'm seeing that. I mean, I've seen him in a couple of races, but that is a new one. And you see on the side there, Sim Racing something.nl.
Sim Racing Hub.nl.
Yeah, I mean, potentially the livery they're gonna use in our 12-hour race. We're gonna say a little bit about that later. Yeah. But one of the teams, he's part of one of the teams that already registered for that race, and they're racing under that name. So potentially that's the livery they're gonna use. I'm really excited for that race.
Yeah. Okay, and when you're watching now this live broadcasting and you think, okay, I like that, I want to do it also, I want to drive also with those guys and see my car and see my race on YouTube, go to the website fullgripmotorsport.com, and there you can find all the information how you can join the events. These are free events, so just join them and join the Discord. There you can find all the important information, and also you can find us there, Leo, because we are also members.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really participating in any of those races, but of those Sunday races, I'm needed as commentator and sometimes race control. But yeah, I mean, have you ever participated in any of them, Patrick?
What?
Have you ever participated in any of those races? Or Sunday races?
Yeah, I did in the beginning, but it was only in the beginning because... but normally, I'm a lot of times I was broadcasting because we just started with our platform. But now you're in, we have Jimmy, he's doing, of course, behind the screens. We have some people now who are helping us. So I can maybe join in the future some races again, but the last 1 year I think I didn't drive a lot.
Unfortunate. But now you potentially have a few chances to drive. I would love to see your track.
Yeah, I know. I understand. You want to see me go in the wall, of course. But I can drive okay, but I'm not the best. I'm not the most like the aliens you see now on the screen.
Yeah, Kissinger with 20 seconds on P2. So that is
Yeah, that's
quite
insane.
the domination. That is
Oh, and
Bella worthy domination.
yeah, for sure. And I see still in the corner of my eye on a different screen, I see also the fight with Webber, and Van der Put is still going. He's still on his tail. And also Misha Nieuwkoop now is still fighting to take over Max Enting. But Max
It's
Enting,
really,
yeah, I don't know.
yeah, he's clawing his way back through the ranks here. That is some cinema worthy racing here. I think
Yeah.
at his worst moment he was down to P16 or P13. So now back to P7 and fighting for P6 here. And he is on pace for a potential P2 finish. Obviously, if he can make up that 15-second gap to Bloom there. About
Yeah,
15
we will
seconds.
see. Maybe with when the pit stoppers are starting, then we see the strategy. That's the.
When he went a little bit deep there, lost a little bit of time.
Oh yeah.
Was right on the back of Enting. Now 0.5 seconds. And we're looking at a replay of Weber there. And he just
Oh.
crashed. Yeah, not crashed. He spun out in the corkscrew corner. It was early in
Yeah,
the
that was
race,
so.
but
Yeah.
well, that was what we were talking about. Oh, that was the incident we saw live with Hero
Yeah.
just spinning out after going to the gravel, and that was the incident that ended the race for Bishaki. So
Yeah, that was too
also
much.
unfortunate.
That was too much. Yeah.
Yeah, just too late on the brakes there. That was the car of Enting, I think, the McLaren. Too late on the brakes,
Yeah.
just clipped the side there, and then probably just turned in. Oh, and Marius Ischinger lost. Yeah, went off in the corkscrew corner, and that cost him the place for Ryman. Ryman moves up into P8, Ischinger down to P9.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know, I
unfortunate.
saw
The corkscrew corner,
a few races
quite a
ago.
difficult corner.
Marius was much more steady than now, I think.
Maybe first time driving on this circuit, or just a little bit less
maybe.
confidence in the car. And we see a fight, the fight between Nieuwkoop and Enting. Nieuwkoop was alongside Enting there, but I think just trying to stay safe for now. Obviously, he made it back through the ranks, back into P7 here, by just staying safe. Obviously, that we had that scare with Hero, but so far he's doing a really good race. And a little bit into the grass there, but still right on his tail, smelling those exhaust fumes. We're going up the hill now. The inside view of Nieuwkoop. Yeah, he's just staying safe for now. Waiting for Enting to do a mistake. Obviously, it's really nerve-wracking if you have someone in your back view mirror that close all the time. And he a little bit wide there. Still took the corner really well. And he's actually doing really good laps at the moment. He has the fastest first and second sector with a 21.75. That was qualifying level first sector.
Yeah, he's
and then
getting in the flow now.
Yeah, and then second sector with a 28.27. We definitely, if he can manage to pass Enting soon, he is on track for a very good finish. Also, if he can keep it on the track and doesn't spin or crash into the wall. He can't really manage to pass Enting for now. That's difficult for him at least. Still just in that 0.3 second window. Now a little bit into the grass. And Weber went off, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the hill there. Spinning a little bit. And yeah,
Watch out.
We see Enting and Nieuwkoop coming up there into the corkscrew corner. Perhaps position gain for them. Yeah.
Now, Nieuwkoop must be smart now.
Yeah, he hangs back a little, and we see someone
Yeah.
went off in the corner as well. I can't make out who that is. I think that's the McLaren from Resolute, if I'm not mistaken.
Newcope
But
go for the
Michael
pit.
Newcomb goes into the pit, now going for an undercut here. So let's see where he comes out. And Enting still really on the back of Webber here. We have a pit cam for Newcomb. Hopefully he gets a good exit. Not. Hopefully he doesn't end up in too much traffic here. I'm gonna put a little bit into the gravel there. And Kai Webber moves to the inside, but he doesn't manage to get alongside him here. And now really on his back, just 1/10 between them. Up the hill. He has a little bit of drag here. Now into the
It's
corkscrew
unbelievable
corner.
that he's so fast there on that part, because he was lifting a little before that first big corner, and then still he's driving to him with the Porsche. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Newcope go
Newcomb
out.
coming out of the pits now in P14. Ahead of Brown and behind Rogel. Oh, but a little bit onto the grass there on the pit exit. Obviously it's a pit exit there is a little bit difficult. And Enting went also into the pits. So trying to prevent Micha from that undercut.
Yeah, and I will tell you a big problem over there. The pit entry is very narrow, and there's a sharp corner to the left. So when you make a mistake, you can also damage your car when entering the pit.
That of course sucks. I mean, we actually saw some pit entry fighting last time on Zandvoort. They went into the pits side by side, and then no one was content with lifting and letting the other one in first.
So they were racing in the pit.
I think actually someone spat there into the pit, and that is quite a lot of position loss there. You get a time penalty.
Yeah,
and now
Anthony's going out.
You see Ante coming out of the pits, and he is still ahead of Newcomb. Let's see if he can manage to keep staying ahead. Actually, 3 seconds between them now. So Newcomb probably repairing some damage.
Okay.
We'll see. Yellow coming out of there.
Newcomb is behind the 2 seconds.
Webber and Vanderput still fighting. It's pretty good defending by Vanderput.
Yeah, they're still busy together.
Still battling each out there.
Yeah.
Newcomb actually in front of Enting there.
Oh yes, he is. Yeah, he's in front of him now.
Yeah, up in P12. And Brown actually on the back of Rogel now.
So the undercut works.
Yeah, the undercut worked. Obviously, Enting tried to make the best of it and lose the least time. I mean, Newcomb was already doing way better times than him, so it was definitely the right decision for him to go for that pit stop now. Also,
and maybe
definitely an acceptable window.
Maybe he didn't a lot of fuel in it, so maybe he's now did a small amount of fuel, so he was a little bit faster than Enting in the pit. Could be.
Yeah. But I mean, he was just doing way better times on his own there, so it was the correct move for him to go into the pits there and just get ahead of him.
Yeah.
Now, look, you actually see Webber right next to Vanderput here. But he went too wide. And now, still not ahead of Vanderput. And Enting went off there into the wall. I think. Just into the wall with his back there. And Brown is actually ahead of Rogel now. And Newcomb right on the back of him as well. I don't know if my software is just bugged, but he Newcomb is now in P11. But we're still
Yeah,
looking
he
at
did.
Webber here. Really interesting fight.
Enting didn't lost. Oh yeah, he lost one spot.
Down to
Oh, he's still
13
fighting.
now.
There he goes again. Kai
And
Weber
Vanderpool
is
went a
trying.
little bit wide there. Yeah, a little bit wide, and then he had to really hang onto that, onto the track, the second corner of the corkscrew.
I think the
He's
problem
still
of
ahead.
Kai, I see a little problem with Kai's driving skills, or not skills, but his way to
Fine.
drive. The car is more tricky, and he's more fighting with the car. And you see that Van der Put is more steady driving, so he's losing sometime a little in corners with the Porsche because he's too busy with the car. I think that's a little problem. Maybe he's lighter now, or his tires already gone. But he is faster. But I think he's losing it with a lot of correction in the car.
You see some back markers actually going off at the moment, and we can see what happened there. I saw that on my overview. Yeah,
Yeah.
still, Weber's still on the back of Van der Poel, as you said. It looks like, yeah, he's just not as like glued to the track as Van der Poel is. Van der Poel
Yeah,
really
like
looks
the
in
Audi.
control of everything. Yeah, and, I mean, Weber obviously he's trying to pass him, so he's gonna have to try to create a chance or find
Yeah.
a chance and exploit it. But yeah, just Van der Poel does everything right. His Audi looks glued to the track.
Yeah.
He's just staying safe and staying clean. Maybe a chance for Weber now. He got a better exit and he has a little bit of drag now.
Yeah.
Let's move to
But
the
now
outside
it
or
comes
the
to the
inside.
corners.
He stays on the. He's going on the outside.
No, switching
trying
back.
to get ahead, but yeah, just too far.
No, he has more
Really
exit
close.
speed now.
Yeah, he has more exit speed. Obviously.
Yeah,
You
but
have
not
that if you
anymore
go.
because the defending of Van der Put was very good.
Yeah, he just closed that gap real quick.
Yeah.
Let's look at a replay.
Yeah, there is
This
Enting.
from the crash by Enting.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah,
he's
just-
hitting the curb. That's a terrible curb over there. Don't hit that because you're gonna fly. And you see the results.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's in a Ferrari. They are not the best at taking curbs. So that just sent him flying.
But for everybody, it's a really big one. I know it from experience. With the
Yeah.
BMW, I also fly over there one time. Oh, and you're
We have a
looking
couple
Van
of
der Put.
those.
Yeah, for sure. And we see still the Porsche is trying to overtake Van der Put, but Van der Put is a steady driver, and he is defending well. And we see on the straight now, maybe he's gonna get him again. Now he's trying. No, not enough speed. He's not close enough now.
Maybe he tries to dive bomb him, but yeah, it looks like he's just staying behind. Really close there. Obviously, that's a rather low speed corner. There's no chance for him. And I think they're approaching some of the back markers there. So the traffic is gonna be an interesting variable.
Yeah, he's.
That's actually Enting there, I think.
Yeah,
If I
look at that.
notice
He's
the delivery
in the
right.
middle.
Yeah, that's the car from Max Enting. Obviously, Enting and Newcomb already pitted.
Yeah.
So technically, they're if you account for the pit stops, they're a little bit further ahead in the order there. And there is,
Huh?
I think that was the Mercedes from Moore. If I saw that correctly, it was very brief. But luckily lets everyone pass. And now Webber going for the pit stop. Probably the right move. He can't manage to get past Van der Put.
It's costing a lot of tires and speed.
Now Vanderpool has to, yeah, he has to think about his strategy. Does he want to pit on the next lap and try to prevent Weber from performing an undercut? Because Weber
Yeah.
obviously is not gonna have any, hopefully not gonna have any traffic to go through, and he is not stuck behind Vanderpool there anymore. So he can really, yeah, he can really put out his lap times and get hopefully ahead of Vanderpool there. And Vanderpool is either gonna have to put out some crazy laps right now without having to defend anymore, or he has to go into the pits as well and try to get out of them ahead of Weber there. We actually see Micha now pretty close to Braun in that McLaren. And they're still behind Weber, who manages to come out in P9. No traffic in front of him right now. So he can really pack out his lap times now.
Yeah, and the risk of traffic now is more than in the start, because now a lot of people go for pit stops and they end up between all the back markers.
Yeah, and Vanderpool went into the pits as I said.
Yeah,
He's not.
you see
He knows
in the
he
right corner.
doesn't have the same. He doesn't have the same pace as Weber there, so
No.
you try to get ahead of him in the pits.
And Micha
And Newcomb
Newcomb is
now
attacking.
right on the back of Braun there. Got a little bit of a better exit now. He moves to the inside. Back to the outside again. He's not gonna try anything in this corner. Oh, but
Try to push him in a mistake.
yeah, and it worked. He went onto the gravel there, and now he is right next to him and going to the corkscrew. And yeah, just late on the brakes and stayed safe. It's not worth another crash there. So yeah, Braun down into P11, and Nico moves up into P10. Now, next side for him is Weber in P9 with
And
about
I think it's a
5 to 6
smart
seconds ahead.
move.
Yeah.
Don't fight it when you can't win it. Don't fight. Then it's better to give that spot to him and try to follow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always an advocate for fighting out for every position. When Van put a little mistake on the exit there, and Weber is ahead of him now a lot, actually, 5 seconds if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, unfortunate for Van der Poel. I'm not sure if that was because of that exit, or if he just had a slower pit stop. I don't think Weber gained 5 seconds on that lap that he had while Van der Poel was in the pits. Let's take a short look at Issenger, who is 30 seconds ahead now. So that is absolute domination. We are slowly but surely approaching the halfway mark, and yeah, he's just 30 seconds ahead of Bloom, who's still quite comfortably in P2, with another 30 seconds on Marius Issenger in P3.
Yeah, the difference was Van der Put did the pit stop from 1 minute and 5 seconds. Newcope 1 minute 1 second.
Yeah, that is 5 seconds obviously there.
Yeah.
And Micha Newcope we see now right on the back of Van der Poel. We're going to that. Ooh, that is really close. Yeah, he's just...
That's why I like GT3 cars. It's close racing.
Yeah, really close racing. Obviously, we also have close racing in other racing categories. But yeah. GT3 is my favorite racing category, racing class. Even ahead of Formula 1.
Yeah, I like Formula 1, but not really to play in a game. I did a few years, played it, but yeah, I don't know. It's not really what you want, I think. I don't know. But we also have on Full Grip Motorsport some Evo servers, and there we can do some. We do some other classes like Mazda Cup and the Delara. There's also a nice car in Evo. But okay, we're still in the game and we're still watching Mr. Newcope. Oh, sorry, I can't say it anymore. Misha Newcope. And
Yeah, you tend
he's
to.
on. Oh, and he could just brake on
That
time.
was close. I think there
Yeah.
was a brake lockup there. And now obviously lost about a second on Vanderput there. Fighting for P6 right now. That was close. If he had clipped the back of Vanderput there, that would have been a penalty. It is on him to stay safe. But yeah, just brake lockup as it seems because he just went fully straight there.
Yeah.
No,
And we did 32 laps now, and the top 4 guys need to go for 1 pit stop also. They have to do 2, but most of the guys already did 1 pit stop.
now we're looking at Issenger. Yeah, just 30-second gap to P2.
Yeah.
That is absolute domination. It's really interesting because he wasn't among the really top fighters in the last race. I think he had also a little bit of a few early race incidents put him down the positions. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see we always have, obviously, the top drivers are mostly known names now. God is actually yeah, I haven't seen him here before, but
Oh.
yeah, besides him, I think I've seen everyone, even in the top 10, already before here. So it is, the experience shows. But it is nice that among those known drivers, we see some variation. We see some, not always the same guy winning. Yeah. And Toby now going for his pit stop.
Yeah, the leader
Probably
of the
gonna
race.
come out. Yeah, let's see where he comes out. It looks like he might come out in P4 or P3. P3 probably.
I think, yeah,
Finished
3
his pit
more.
stop now. Yeah.
Yeah.
His brother Marius is ahead of him now. He still has to. Yeah, that pit exit has a. That's that slow speed corner there, and the pit exit has a shorter corner there, as we see here. But yeah, Marius stays ahead of Toby here, and Toby Issenger in P3, probably gonna close the gap to Marius in a few laps. So let's see his with his best lap about 1 second ahead. Let's see. We're looking at Michael Newcoop again, who managed to get that time back on Vanderput after his brake lockup 2 laps back. So he's back into striking distance again on Vanderput. I also really think, is it worth it to fight that? I'm always an advocate for a fight for every position, but
I think so, most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's for P6, and obviously it's in Newcoop's interest to pass him as quickly as possible because fighting costs you a lot of time.
Yeah, look.
And he doesn't go for an overtake in this corner. Yeah.
He's showing himself.
Possibly try to set Vanderput up for a mistake there by going to the inside, but he stayed cool. We saw him earlier. Saw him fighting already earlier. He's just completely keeping his cool. He's staying glued to the track. Let's see how Newcoop approaches the overtake here.
Yeah, and that we already told everybody who's watching now. The guys on the 4th, 5th, and 6th place, they will win a 3-month elite free version of AI coach, our coach, and that's full grip vision. And yeah, that's a nice app. You can use it with overlays, and there's also AI coach inside. He can also make your setup. So check it out on the website. But you can win it. Some races we give them away for a 3-month elite subscription. Oh, look at that! They're going again.
There he goes for the overtake. He's going to the outside and trying to set up a switchback, but yeah, Vanderput keeps his cool. Moves to the inside now. He is not next to him at the moment. Also, again, another attempt for a switchback. And moving to that outside line. For the corkscrew. Oh, that was close braking there. But luckily no contact. And we see Marius Ischinger going to the pits in the picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
And he has a 15-second time penalty, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably gonna come out behind.
Oh, there
Ryman,
there
I
was a
think.
crash. Oh, the leaders of the race.
No, there was. No, there was a contact there.
Yeah, there
And
was
that
a
is
small contact.
obviously
Oh,
unfortunate.
no.
Those were just back markers passing them, I think.
Yeah, I think no. I just only saw. It looked like if Misha Newcope brake a little too late.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I didn't see it quite all the way.
hopefully we
We
can
will see it in a
of
replay.
that.
Hope. Yeah, for sure.
That is actually Weber now who managed to exploit that and get into E5 here.
Yeah, yeah.
And now Marius Ischinger still in the pits. Autistic God as well. Ischinger coming out of the pits now, potentially manages to stay in P9. Euro is on track to overtake him.
And
think
we see now a big
that's
fight
for
in
Euro.
front now. Look at that, 3 cars fighting. That will be fun. That will be nice.
Maybe Ischinger is also gonna be happy that his brother went to the pits, because now he has a lot of, not immediately in front that he has to fight with.
Again,
obviously some
Misha
back markers
overshoot again.
maybe some maybe little problems with his brakes. Obviously we saw him
Yeah,
lock them up
dirty air
earlier in
maybe,
that
dirty
exact
air.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously maybe they're overheated. I mean, he locked them up earlier.
Yeah.
On that exact
maybe
corner,
wrong brakes.
we saw him overshoot 2 times. Maybe wrong
Yeah.
brakes, maybe just overheated now after that lock up. And he's gonna have to fix that, hopefully, if he has problems with his brakes. But we see Weber and Vanderput fighting again, but this time it's the other Weber.
Yeah, that's fun. Webbers, Ischingers, we got a lot of family members inside the game.
Yeah.
And
Newcoop also. Newcoop alone for the first time this time.
Yeah.
We saw his brother Luke in all our races previous to this. So and I've seen him in our live stream chat. So
Okay.
no
Michel's
film.
struggling
And,
now.
30-second time penalty for Rogel.
Yeah, car number 12.
Bad rejoin.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a replay of what happened there. Yeah, just Weber. We've seen earlier that it's quite difficult to pass Vanderput. And Newcoop is losing a lot of time now. 4 seconds behind Weber there.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna go for a pit stop again? To fix whatever issues he's had?
I don't. Yeah, you need to do one more. So yeah, it's possible to do it early. It's 37 laps, so we have 1 hour to go. I know that you can drive for 1 hour on the same tire, so maybe when he go for an early second pit stop to fix his car, maybe he can do it on pace. But yeah, I will tell you, I think Robin van der Put also I think he will be very, very tired after this race. He's all race long defending himself.
Yeah, that is quite stressful.
Yeah.
We see E2 Bloom now into the pits. And yeah, I don't think he's gonna come out in front of Kai Weber there. We're gonna have to see.
It must be
Weber
possible.
obviously
Still-
approaching now. Must be possible, yeah. He's coming out of the pits. So there's a 3-second gap between them. But we're still looking at Mike Weber. Onto the start finish straight now.
Good exit.
Really on the back there. He's gonna go for it. Gonna go for the inside or the outside? He's
Yeah,
gonna go for the
he
outside.
wanted. Yeah, he was
Potentially
looking
trying to
at the
switch
inside.
back. Oh no, he's trying to just go around the outside, but yeah, Vanderputz just keeps it steady and manages to stay ahead. Weber with a little bit of better exit speed, but
You can't pass him.
yeah,
It's unbelievable. The defending of Mr. Van der Put is so good.
absolute masterclass. And now Weber moves to the outside for the next turn. He's gonna try a switchback. He is, but again,
He's
absolute
also trying
masterclass
safe.
defending.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tried to be safe also. I think Weber is not.
Ooh, and Vanderput
That was
had a
close.
little bit of a
Little-
scare there.
Yeah.
And
And he's.
Weber trying to really get that inside line. Does he manage
not
to
scared,
get his braking?
Weber.
He does.
Oh no! There
A
goes.
little bit of
a
scratching
little bit.
paint, and he goes
Yeah,
into
he
the
did it
grass
himself.
and loses it.
Oh,
he
and
tried to get.
Newcope.
He
There's
really
Newcope.
tried to get that place now. There's Newcope
Yeah,
now.
He's
He
smelling
was
blood.
waiting for that chance the whole time. And he actually, I think he managed to overcome his issues. Because he is back on pace.
Yeah.
Still with that,
And he's on
with
the
that
tail of Weber.
podium-worthy pace. Yeah. Still,
But
he
now
has
to
that challenge
pass
of-
him is a different story, you know.
Yeah, and he still has that Vanderput challenge ahead of him. If he manages
also.
to pass him here.
Yeah.
Going wide, and yeah, just going for potential switchback, but again,
You know, the
Weber,
smartest move for Misha is, I think, to stay on the tail of Weber and let him pull him to Van der Put. And then Van der Put will be, they need to be defending on the Porsche. And then Misha could be looking for a little gap to overtake them both.
Yeah, potentially. Well, we saw what happens with. I mean, Weber really tried to overtake him there, and yeah, it just cost him a lot of time. It was 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in the corkscrew he was on the outside for the second turn, and then just was pushed into the grass a little. Maybe. I mean, obviously in GT3 racing we aren't strangers to scratching paint and stuff, but potentially the stewards might want to look at it if there was pushing onto the track. Yeah,
Misha, no.
That was the curb we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It's not exactly. Is it exactly the same curb? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And you know,
New
one
coupe.
lucky thing.
15
Okay,
second
that's
penalty
harsh.
for pushing a driver off
Let's
track.
see.
Let's look at a replay.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
the one we saw happening. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Worthy penalty. It's too late on the brakes.
yeah,
I'm
much
not
late, but
familiar
also
with the braking spots here. I mean,
no,
I don't know
because
if
when
you
you're
are.
behind him, you need to brake earlier for sure. Because also a little bit dirty air, and your braking is also less like the car in front of you. So you need to brake much earlier.
But that definitely wasn't a brake check, right? I'm not familiar
No,
with
no,
braking
No,
spots here
it was-
on this track.
It was. You need to brake a little bit early there, not too late, because the corner is a short corner, so you don't want to be to take
Very
too
sharp
much speed
one.
into it.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, he already lost some time there, probably locked up his brakes. And now another 15 seconds added to that time. Unfortunate. And he
Weber.
just... That, hitting that inside curb also put New Coupe 4 seconds behind Weber now.
Again, yeah.
We look at Kai. He is 3 seconds behind Bloom in P3. There was a lot of... was quite the big gap earlier, but I think that was because
Yeah, it was.
of pit stops. Yeah, I think that was just because of pit stops. Yeah, Weber potentially. I mean, he's 3 seconds a lap faster at the moment. He was actually about 1 second faster in the last lap. But with the fastest one, they are three tenths apart, or 2 to 3 tenths. Potentially, I can manage to get into striking distance here.
Yeah. And I saw in my corner of my eye, Mr. Moore in the Mercedes went off, so he had a lot of damage now in the AMG.
He's already in P18, which is last place.
Yeah.
There's 18 drivers remaining in this race, and we just passed the halfway mark. So yeah, I mean the field is spread out a little. You see, actually Moore is 7 laps down, Resolute in P17, 5 laps down. Johnson, also a rookie, in P16, also 4 laps down. And we're looking at the fight here between Webber and Vanderput. They're not strangers to each other.
No, they know each other very well now.
Still, yeah, really intimately. Vanderput just still no chance. He's leaving nothing up for fate. Yeah,
Not
he
even
just
a little gap.
completely glued to that track. Yeah, just Mike Webber is gonna want to stay safe here. He is faster than him, but if he just stays safe, stays behind, the situation might present itself. But obviously,
Yeah, maybe he's lucky, a little mistake or something, but
yeah,
but Van der Put
that's what
is
we like
a
to
clean
see.
driver. So yeah.
Ooh, a little, yeah. Webber went a little wide there in the first corner of the corkscrew. But we saw Vanderput really rattling over those curves. But yeah, I think both made a little mistake there. So they're
It
still
was uneven
behind each other. Yeah. Webber, I mean, obviously those 0.3 seconds are prime striking distance here. You can get a little bit of drag. He goes wide. I think I saw those rear wheels sliding a little bit. He lost a little bit of time. No further investigation for Vanderput, and I think that was for this incident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably on Webber. He's wheezed too far to the inside there. Just lost it himself.
There was enough space, so he tried to leave some space there. You see it's happening. So yeah, I understand. Racing incident.
We also, as a new innovation, we have a little bit of slow motion during the replays. That is really useful for us. So big thanks to production. That is that corner that we saw earlier in the replay just now.
Yeah.
Still no chance for Mike Webber here to overtake Robin Vanderput. Oh, maybe no. He tried to go around the outside there. Now he is next to him, but on the outside tries to switch back. But yeah, look at it. It's just way better. He has a better exit speed now, but again, Vanderput, he just really shut down that inside line.
Yeah, and you see Webber's all the time. He's lurking on the inside, but Van der Put is blocking the inside all the time. That's the only place where he can go fast and get a good exit with the Porsche.
Yeah, so really, this is so entertaining to watch. Van der Put just an absolute masterclass of defending. Webber trying his absolute best to overtake him. Really close now. He has to watch his braking. He's going wide. Like he is on the outside. Yeah, just look at it. Van der Put just no chance for him to overtake there.
No. Oh, he's now close.
The braking zone, that was really close there. Vanderput probably sweating there, seeing Webber coming closer and closer in the braking zone.
He's seeing all the time a Porsche nose in his mirror. They always told me, don't watch your mirror. Don't watch your mirror. Don't watch the mirror. Because then when you watch your mirror, you can suddenly forget where the breaking point was.
I mean, if you're watching your mirror, you're not watching the track.
No,
So,
that's what I would mean.
yeah, that's what you mean, exactly. If you're too focused on what's going on behind you, you're not paying attention to what's happening in front of you, and that's more important for you.
Yeah, and 10 centimeter late braking is 10 centimeter next to the lines and in the gravel.
But I think, yeah, Vanderpool maybe put a little bit of tape across his mirrors there. He's not looking at them at all. He's hitting every braking zone.
Biro is now attacking.
In
Yeah.
striking distance for Enting.
Enting. Here he comes. No, he's not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. He set
Little
him up.
mistake.
Enting went
More exit
too
speed
wide
at the
there.
outside. Yeah.
I think he was braking on the curb there. Yeah, but he just manages to stay in front there.
I think in this round he will be overtaken. Oh, and there they go again. Wow, what a fight is this?
Approaching that really... Ooh, that was really close again. Thunderput probably... Yeah, seeing his life flash before his eyes, that was almost identical to what happened earlier with Yukub.
Yeah, and on the left we see Biro is now on the inside and he's on the good side. Is he surviving the corkscrew? Yeah, he is, and he is by... yeah, he passed him. Oh, and there goes Webber almost.
Really close. We saw a little bit of grass thrown into the air there, and someone went off. That was
Misha.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was Misha. He's 3 seconds behind them. Obviously, that battle is a good chance for him to catch up a little. I think that was Resolute in that McLaren.
Oh, that's also possible, yeah. Yeah, he had already some problems during the race for now. I saw him.
I mean, he's 7 laps down. Rogel in the pits now. He's also 4 laps down to the leader. Yeah.
Back markers. Oh, there is some back markers. Oh, yeah, Van der Put is using it well. Smart driving. He's using the back marker to push Webber a little bit behind.
Yeah. Autistic God is also really close to Velo now.
Yeah,
perhaps we can see that battle. Those Webber that scared with the grass earlier and happy to pass that back marker. Yeah, cost him a little bit of time. No 7/10 behind Vanderput there.
But there's enough pace for him, so yeah, I think he will go again for Mr. Van der Put.
Because we were talking about Kai Webber earlier, he was 3 seconds. He was within 3 seconds of Bloom there in P2, but now a 7-second gap. Yeah, he's just losing a little bit of time every lap. Bloom actually goes into the pit for his second pit stop at 51 minutes and 30 seconds, and that is 0 on the outside of Velonov for the next turn. Can he hold on? Is he gonna go for a switchback? He goes really wide, going for the switchback, but and clipped the back of Velo there a little bit, but he manages to keep it on the track, doesn't spin. That was a scare, obviously. I mean, that's what you want to do if you're in Velo's situation. You want to close that inside line, don't let him pass there, because if they set up for a switchback and they can't just go for the outside again, that's gonna cost them some time. Yeah, he did everything right, but Autistic God just clipped his back there. Hopefully no damage for either of them. But
yeah, Mr. Webber is in the pit.
Yeah, for a second pit stop now.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ryman can, if Vanderput can get a better lap than him. Do you think he's
Yeah.
gonna go for another, for a second pit stop as well in the next lap? Or do you think he's gonna try
Uh,
to use his...
I think he tried to pull the gap a little bit bigger, but
Yeah,
Weber is also finished now with his last. Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of back markers in the front. When you have a lot of back markers, it's maybe a little bit smarter to go also for a pit stop, but that's
but
depending
it looks
on
like
the back markers.
he has quite some clean air. Obviously, we see New Coupe there behind him. If I was in his place, I would go for just for a few more laps, try to see if I can pull more of a gap there.
Yeah,
And we gotta keep a close look on those lap times. Vanderpool is currently doing a 1:24.4, and New Coupe behind him is about 5/10 faster per lap. So he's doing a 1:23.932, which is actually faster than Toby Ettinger, with obviously still 32 seconds ahead of Kai Weber in P2. Yeah, he's just doing absolutely insane.
yeah, and look, Misha
Absolutely
Nico has a
insane
big
race
problem, but he has still a penalty of 15 seconds. So
Oh, I almost forgot, yeah. He has to clear that on his next pit stop.
yeah, Ryman is now in the 5th place, so not bad. He was a little bit out of the picture, but he's still now on the 5th
Yeah.
place with the Ford Mustang.
I mean, obviously, Mike Webber already took his second pit stop, so he's probably gonna come out in front of Ryman if he takes his second pit stop as well.
Yeah, and I think Weber can drive to the end now if he's smart. I think it's now 48 minutes, so it is possible.
I mean, his prime objective is gonna be to do better laps than Vanderput at the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, he went off a little bit on his pit exit. We saw that. He went a little bit into the grass. That's gonna probably cost him about a second. Let's see if he can manage to get a better lap in. But Vanderput is staying out. Newcook now right on his tail. He does not like that. He will not like that. Because, yeah, he's gonna want to do better laps than Weber. That's gonna be his prime objective, and not having to defend against Newcoop. So, without Newcoop on his tail, I would have advocated for him to stay out a little longer and pull more of a gap. But with him now having to defend, gonna be tricky. Of course, he can also just let Newcoop pass, and
Yeah.
because Newcoop has a 15-second time penalty, so he's not gonna be competition for him.
Yeah, so, but, yeah, okay, but he must stay within those 15 seconds, of course.
Of course, but
But
like,
it's possible.
if he manages, yeah, if he lets him pass, then he can do a few more laps, try to pull more of a gap to Weber.
Yeah.
What do you think he'll do? Should
Yeah.
he let him pass and then?
I don't think Van der Put let him pass. I don't think so. I don't know because
No, I don't think so either.
yeah, he's defending all the time, so he's not one. Yeah.
Gonna want to
Well, maybe
keep his reputation.
Yeah, but he's maybe also a smart endurance racer, but
Little scare for Newcoop there. Went into the grass on the corner exit there.
A little brown stripe.
We'll see what Van der Put does now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Obviously,
it's a guess.
Yeah, Weber was quite a lot faster than him on that last lap. So he's gonna really have to look out what he does now. Does he go for a pit stop now? No, he stays out. Might be a mistake because Weber is about 6/10 faster than him. on the last lap, and he
Ooh,
has to
that's a
defend against
lot.
Newcomb as well, which is gonna cost him
Mhm.
quite some time. Newcomb now right on his tail there.
Yeah, and
But
also the
Newcomb,
risk of getting in an incident.
of course, yes, like the one we saw earlier, that cost
Yeah,
that gave Newcomb that 15-second time penalty.
yeah,
So if I was in Van der Poel's shoes now, I would now go for the pit stop. Try to
yeah,
minimize
and
the damage. Go for a faster pit
yeah.
stop than Weber.
So then Newcope is gone, and that's not bother anymore.
Mm.
I don't
I mean,
hope that
here's
Newcope will take too much risk. Oh, ending.
hunting now.
Passenger
Fighting.
Marius is on his tail.
Yeah. He's going for the inside there, but goes back to the outside now. He is.
Same
He went,
mistake.
yeah, a little bit wide there.
Yeah. He did already a few times now.
Yeah, just you can see Marius just lurking there for a mistake from entering.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
For a
You
chance to
see it.
pass her. And Newcomb actually goes for a pit, and Van der Poel decides to stay out. That is good for Van der Poel because now he doesn't have to worry about Newcomb. And
Yeah.
I mean, Micha is gonna be in the pits for quite a while. He has to do his regular pit stop, and then additionally to that, has to serve 15 seconds.
Yeah, Marius is looking. Yeah.
We see a pit cam of Newcomb. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, Marius still trying to pass Enting there. He went a little bit. He went a little bit too far to the inside and the corkscrew. But that was still a valid lap. He didn't went off. Now approaching that dangerous braking zone. Does he get a better exit? He does, I think. Gaining a little bit on Enting now. But is it enough to pass him in the next braking zone? He moves a little bit to the inside.
Newcope
Now
going out.
gets
Oh.
on the inside of Enting, and Enting just went a little bit too wide, and now Issinger is past him.
Yeah, he's breaking all the speed out of the car. Ending too much.
And then if you're going wide like that, you're gonna have to use your exit speed advantage. But he just went too wide and too late on the braking, and too long on the braking.
Yeah.
Then just
Newcope is out, and Weber goes in. Van der Poel is in.
Yeah, that was what Marius was waiting for from that mistake from Enting. And a lot of people going to the pits though. Hi Weber also going into the pits, and we'll look at a replay now. That 15-second time penalty for Bureau.
Oh yeah,
that is
not
pretty
nice.
obvious.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional. It didn't look like it.
No, so, for sure, but it's happened.
Yeah.
He was too much. No, it was a little bit.
Got a little push from the barrier there. He went. And look.
Oh yeah, like the flip
barrier, and then just.
It looked like a pinball machine effect.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah. It's not on purpose, that's for sure. And he's in.
No,
Brown going
coming out of the pits. And
yeah,
does he manage? No, Weber. Yeah, Weber is ahead of him. Weber.
Don't make a mistake again. No, he didn't.
He does not. He manages to get out of those pits cleanly. But yeah, it was the right call for Mike Weber. 6 seconds ahead of Van der Poel now. So there was not just faster laps, there was also a faster pit stop. And Newcomb actually didn't lose that much time as I expected. He is 8 seconds behind Van der Poel now, even though he had to serve a 15-second time penalty. And Ryman in P2 going to the pits now, as well as Brown in P12.
Look at that. Look at that in front. Look like no, the damage is not fixed. Enting's damage not fixed. No. He's on track again.
Yeah.
We're now in a
I mean, it
part of the
doesn't-
race that it's the coming together again. You know, we had a part, it was a little bit settling down and a lot of gaps.
Yeah.
But now all the drivers come together again, and now we get some action again on the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, New Coupe here fighting with Autistic God. Obviously, New Coupe is just way faster than him.
Yeah,
But
for
if he
sure.
still, we saw him have quite some problems earlier. And he has another driver right on his tail there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the back markers.
Ah, nice. The missed one.
Ryman came out in P8, so behind Vanderpoort as well. 9 seconds between them. And Enting.
Yeah, it was a little bit on the background, Ryman, but
Yeah.
he's still going strong.
Yeah, in P8.
Now,
Obviously,
Newcope
like,
must watch
he
out.
qualified. Yeah. And Ryman qualified for P2, but then, yeah, just a few incidents, and now he's in P8. The biggest winner at the moment, I mean, it's not final track position, is Biro. He's in the pit at the moment. Well, that was...
Yeah.
Now we saw a pass from Micha on Autistic God. He just went too wide in the second corner of the corkscrew. And yeah, Micha just, again, lurking for that mistake, and now just exploited it. Went for a good corner in the corkscrew, and then just passed them on the inside with no problems. And he's up in P8.
With the great sim hub. .nl.
Do you know?
Livery.
Do you know who still has to perform pit stops?
Yeah, I can check for you. I have some pit stops to do for Mr. Let me see. Ischinger.
But do you know which?
Yeah,
do
both
you know which
Ischingers.
Ischinger?
Yeah,
Both
number
Ischingers.
9 need to do one. This
You know,
Bolt and
Blue still
Good.
has one? Because
Yeah.
at the moment... Ooh, that was what the problem was. I was wondering for a second how Bloom got within 1.3 seconds of Ischinger, but that is one there we saw in the other race last week as well. Ischinger lapped the entire field. Obviously, he still has to go for his second pit stop. He's currently at 58 laps, while Bloom is only on his 57th. So, yeah, Ischinger completely lapped everyone. And we saw someone get off there in the picture-in-picture. That is Takac in P17. And... oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, that was Mike Webber. That is... who went off there?
That's a shame.
That's gonna be an unsafe rejoin for sure.
Yeah,
but
this is what happened something. We wait for the replay.
Yeah, let's wait for the replay. Because that looked like Mike Webber just completely, basically ignored him. Because he could have seen him way earlier. And I think that's obviously really frustrating. And he went back to the pits now. Yeah, I mean, we hate to see that. I'm really sorry for him.
Yeah, that's not okay.
That was a lot of position loss. Obviously, he was, with his brilliant strategy, he managed to gain a lot of places. He managed to pass Vanderpoort, which is the hardest driver to pass on today's race.
Yeah, for sure.
He just undercut him perfectly. And now this. Very frustrating. And New Coupe actually almost back into striking distance for Rayman. And we see Autistic God going for his second pit stop there. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We see the field going closer together again.
It's also a penalty. 15-second penalty. Now Webber's still in the pit. I hope
Obviously,
he will come back.
If you return to the
Yeah.
pits like that, that's gonna add a lot of time to your pit stop.
Yeah, maybe a little bit frustration or
3
something.
minutes, I think. Yeah. I hope he continues his race because we saw some brilliant driving from him. So he definitely deserves to cross the finish line. Yeah, Newcoop now in striking distance of Ryman. A little bit of a scare there. A little bit of a wobble.
Yeah. You know,
Now
the difference
into
I
the
see with
dangerous
Misha.
corner.
Misha is
Yeah.
this is not his track because I know him from the last one. He was so dominant. He was so good driving, but this is not really his track. He had a lot of issues during the race, but also I don't think it's his track. It's not his one.
Yeah, probably not. But still, very skilled driver, and yeah, he had some incidents. I think he was involved in that lap 1 crash in the corkscrew because he was in P2, and Islinger, I think, now with a little bit of a problem in the corkscrew there. Hopefully no damage, but obviously with his absolutely dominant performance. I'm not trying to put the commentator's curse on him, as I put on Misha
No, don't.
in the last race we commented together on the Nürburgring 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And Toby going for his second pit stop now. Still gonna come out in front of Bloom in P2. So
yeah, and look,
just
Tobias
has to keep it clean.
Tobias has still the fastest race lap on this moment, 1:22.860.
And no one is. Yeah, we see a few people quite close to it. Newcoop with a 1:22.9, and Ryman actually with his last lap right now with a 1:22.92. We see some people that are quite close to that time, and a 30-second penalty for Johnson, and I think there was.
Ouch.
I saw someone just going off there, but that was that crash that ended Mike Webber's race. Yeah, you see.
There it is.
Yeah, he probably wanted to accelerate behind him, but then just misjudged, and Mike Webber had no chance for him. Look at him. He's
that's just the ideal line there because you go wide over there when you come from that corner. So look at that from above. Yeah.
Look at me. He had no chance there to pass him. And now we see who is coming out of the pits, and the Newcoop actually managed to pass Ryman off camera while we were in the replay. Toby actually just 10 seconds ahead of Bloom now. Perhaps he had to repair some damage, or that his spin or crash in corkscrew cost him some time. So just 10 seconds between him and Bloom now. So maybe a chance for Bloom if he just somehow finds his pace. He has to find 3/10 per lap.
Yeah, and Blom don't need any pit stop anymore, so he's also finished. So yeah, he can go for it maybe, and he's much lighter. I think I don't know how much fill he did in now, but I think Blom is lighter.
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, if they both calculated the fuel correctly, then they should be on about the same fuel level. We'll see.
It's strange thing is that Blom is normally driving a Porsche or a Lamborghini, and he went over the. But normally, now he's in Aston Martin. That's not his own car normally.
Yeah, maybe he tried to do something different.
Yeah,
but, I mean, it seems to work out for him. He's in P2.
That's not bad.
And
for sure.
Marius Islinger had a little bit of a problem, I think. He's down into P5 from P3.
Yeah. just 3 seconds behind Van der Put, and what we see, yeah, Weber, the I don't know if is it the brother or something. I don't know.
I don't know either. But let's take a look at what happened to Toby there in the corkscrew.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
He
yeah.
just, that is what's tricky with the corkscrew.
The
You
most
can
common
really,
mistake is making is that one
yeah.
over there.
And Michael Newcoop now on the back of, is that Issenger?
Yeah. Marius,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. That was Marius Issenger. Yeah, just seems like he has a problem.
Yeah,
Because
or he's thinking he's too fast for me.
I mean, he went from P3 to P6 now.
Yeah.
So, and that is quite a lot of time there.
I think it's something with his tires because he needs a pit stop. He's one of the guys who need to do one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any damage in him, so probably just, maybe just completely fucked up tires. Is he gonna go for it? Not this lap. Okay, I mean, Newcomb is back into P5. He really crawled his way back from the very
to the top again.
From all the way down back to the top. A huge props to him. Ryman now right on the back of Issenger. Is he gonna manage to pass him in this corner? No, he does not.
Not yet. But he will be punished for going too late for his pit stop, I think, now.
Yeah, probably. But that much time loss? Something must have happened there. Maybe a spin.
Yeah, also was an overheated tire, whatever. Oh, Michiel Blom.
Blum lost the position to Weber. He's lost his second place. I think he went off the track there.
A mistake from himself.
And now Kai Weber up into P2. Now obviously, Toby will be delighted about that, since he doesn't have to worry about Bloom, closing that gap, and went off again in the last turn.
Blom is struggling with the car now.
Yeah. And it's been a while since he did his second pit stop, so...
Yeah. Maybe a little bit too early.
On the back. Yeah, Ryman on the back of Issenger here. Marius.
27 minutes only left.
Yeah.
So...
almost a sprint race now.
Yeah. It's now going for the edge.
And Ryman manages to get a pretty good exit out of the corner. Perhaps now into striking distance for Issenger. And Issenger goes a little bit wide there. A little bit slow.
Just be patient. That's, I think, the best.
Yeah,
wait for the mistake. Yeah.
Issenger goes, you see him going really deep on the inside there, trying to defend that inside line there. Now approaching corkscrew.
Nice close, but it's different, yeah.
Ryman little hangs on behind him. He doesn't go for a pass yet.
He's playing safe.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he does not try to dive from him or anything. Waiting for that, for the perhaps inevitable mistake by Issenger. He is not. We see the difference here between him and Van der Put. He's not as cool on the brakes and obviously on the steering. A little bit. Ryman turned in a little bit earlier than I would have.
Yeah, and for sure, I think if you see the differences between those cars now for this moment, our Bob is working fine. A lot of people are talking about the minus Bob we're using, and they think we are a little bit crazy. But I think the minus Bob is working very well because you keep the technical things of the car stays the same, and when you making them a lot of heavier, the cars will handle different.
Yeah.
So
I mean, as we see here, I mean, Ryman in his signature Ford,
Yep,
that
exactly that.
Mustang, and Islinger in the McLaren. I think that's the 720S Evo. We we have a 30-second penalty for Moore for another bad rejoin. Let's look at
Let's
what
see.
happened there.
The AMG Michael Moore, yeah, he's struggling here. It's not on
Oh, that
purpose, I
is
think, but
catastrophic. Yeah, probably didn't
yeah.
hold his brakes there. It didn't look like he accelerated back on track.
No,
He
he's
had
just
nothing for
no grip, nothing. He couldn't help
yeah,
it, I
nothing
think.
for Biro to do there either. Just completely into its path. Oh, that
Okay,
is.
let's see
Let's see what happened
what's
to
happened to
Bloom.
Blom. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the curb.
the curb. We talked about that.
That's the
It's
big
too far
one.
to the inside. Ay,
Yeah.
ay, ay. That's a
Yeah,
lot
your
of.
wheels are going in there, and then you're losing all your grip, and then you're a passenger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Newcoup now
Weber
on the
is.
back of Vanderput. That we saw that matchup earlier. So yeah, we see Newcoup
Oh, we
and
get a
Vanderput
fight.
battling for
Yeah,
P4, and Ryman
yeah,
and Issinger still battling for P6. Now let's see if he manages to pass this time. No, Vanderput, obviously Vanderput, the driver you least want to see in front of your nose. But at the same time, in my opinion, Micha is the driver you least want to see in your rear view mirrors. So
yeah, for sure, for
it's
sure.
another 30-second stop and go penalty for Moore. Yeah, he's just
There he
not
goes.
having a good day. He's already in last place. Yeah, Newcoup doesn't manage to make
No.
that overtake stick. Underput still keeping his cool. But those two, perhaps the most entertaining fight between them this whole race. Obviously,
Yeah,
also between Mike Webber and Vanderput. But yeah, Vanderput
yeah,
is
for
really
sure.
entertaining us this whole race.
Yeah, and he's still in the pit, so he's giving up. So that's a shame.
Really
It
a
was
shame.
very good driving. Ooh.
Hmm. And now, perhaps, the moment for history. Does he
Is
manage
this the
to
moment?
stick it around the outside now? Is this the moment? Better exit speed now?
Oh,
We have
nice clean.
a
Oh, nice.
little bit of scratching paint there, and he is ahead. Now
Yeah,
can he keep that place while breaking into corkscrew
yeah, and
going
now
wide?
it's coming.
But
Oh,
yeah,
it's going well.
Vanderput doesn't
Ah,
try to dive from him here.
no,
Oh,
he's thinking safe.
Newcoup just has to keep it on the track.
Yeah,
He is faster than
it's a
him. He knows that.
good pass.
Vanderput also knows that.
Yeah, but now a
Really
check
good overtake
marker.
there. Yeah, but he moves out of the way and
Oh,
lets them pass.
nice.
Good
Very good.
sportsmanship here.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
we already see Newcomb pulling a gap here. So absolute cinema. This was
yeah.
this was the overtake we've been waiting for. The first time I think that Vanderput was got
Yeah,
overtaken on track.
yeah, for sure. Only by Mr.
Insane.
Nico. Yeah.
And I see a question for the current pass. Ooh, Bloom
Oh
absolutely
no.
into the wall there. That is
Yeah.
catastrophic. But maybe a chance for Newcomb for a podium finish. After that, after all the things that happened, the crash in lap 1, the crash into the back of Vanderput that gave him a little bit of damage, and also a 15-second penalty. Does he manage to still get onto the podium?
Yeah.
Blue
I
Hat
hope.
must have a lot of damage right now. Vanderput went off, I think, into the grass a little bit. Not good for his ego that he got overtaken. No,
No, no,
he's
for sure.
struggling.
Oh, you want to talk about there is a question in a YouTube channel. Does anyone know what the current fastest lap is? I can
Yeah, the
tell you
current
the
fastest
fastest
lap.
lap for this moment is Toby Ischinger, car number 222, the Ferrari, and he did a 122.860. So that's the question. The answer.
Oh, and Autistic God left the server, I think.
Yeah.
Did
So
something
I don't see
happen?
him.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, so
I
he
think
gave
he
up.
spun.
Too-
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Probably just
too-
spun and then gave up. I mean, if you get
Yeah.
frustrated like that, I somewhat get it, but obviously we
Yeah.
like everyone who made it this far. You're 1 hour and 40 minutes in.
Yeah. It's a shame, you
It
know. You
sucks
throw it
if
away.
something like that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks if
I
something like that
understand.
then happens. And Enting
Yeah.
also, I think, had a problem. Maybe went off the track and got overtaken by Brown, who is back into P8. And Ryman, now perhaps with a second overtake on Van der Put this entire race, with a second on-track overtake, or another 15-second penalty for Autistic God
Yeah.
for pushing a driver off track. So hopefully we
That's
can
why
get a
he's
replay.
gone.
Now we have a
Yeah, there
replay.
it is. Oh,
Another
yeah,
one like that.
that's you. Yeah,
Again,
look at that.
the curb,
There he is. Oh,
boom, and then just into the
yeah,
back there. Unfortunate, yeah. And then
yeah,
spun,
it is.
not even a lap later, probably.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
that was the end.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, Robin van der Put, unbelievable
think-
driver.
Unbelievable, yeah. He managed to,
Yeah.
still manages to hold on against Ryman. He
Yeah.
found his composure again, and by far the best defender in this entire race.
Yeah.
He,
So
he-
the fifth place
I mean,
is
he
not
was-
really something I
fight for.
want to give him. He should be having more. It should be on the podium, but it's not working today. But
Definitely. I mean, we still have 18 minutes to go. Don't
Yeah.
put the commentator curse on them again.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just thinking about it when you say it.
And New Coupe is actually potentially gonna pass Bloom now. Hopefully we can get a camera on that. We see
Yeah, there it is.
Enting in the pits, I think, there.
Yeah.
He also had a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Now we're looking
Listen,
at-
Leo. Maybe it's also a small moment to thank the guys behind the screens, but nobody see them. But Jim Youngman and Eppie Youngman, that's his father. They are doing the job behind the screens. They're doing all the replays and all that kind of thing. So a little hands up for those guys also, of course, from
Definitely.
because you don't see them, you don't hear them, but we hear them and we see what's happening. So, yeah, hands up for the guys behind the scene.
I mean, they're doing everything. They're doing the camera work. They're watching on-track action. I mean, we're also watching it, of course. So a little bit of a scare there from you. Oh, that is catastrophic. That sucks.
Oh no. Yeah.
Another jinx.
There go Newco.
Hopefully not too much damage. Yeah. Another.
Don't do it anymore. Don't do it.
Yeah. I didn't say anything this time. He just,
Oh, no,
he just hit the curb again and then.
Now it's on my account.
Yeah.
And there is
just
Van der
hit the
Put
curb
again. But he's still in front of him.
Hmm.
Oh, Van
Maybe
der
the
Put smells
reverse
something.
now. Yeah, just look at it. Newcomb has no pace now after that crash.
No.
He lost all his
Now
momentum and he probably has a lot of damage.
Yeah, and we also have Ryman in the Ford Mustang just behind Van der Put now.
Gonna be really close racing.
So Van der Put can't concentrate on front only. He needs to stay watching his mirrors and or listen to the sound of the Mustang who's coming close to him.
Probably the sexiest sound in the whole game.
Yeah, I love
in my
it.
opinion, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
It's so.
AMG is
absolutely
not
raw,
bad
so
also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You're German. It's a Mercedes, so why don't?
I mean, I haven't had.
For the
I
pits,
haven't
lost
had
him
so many-
almost.
Yeah. But he's still in control of his car.
I love
And
this
Nico,
track.
I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah, I love this track. I like to do driving myself also here. It's so unbelievable, fast track, and you're busy all the time here.
I mean, I have to drive this track sometime as well. Haven't really gotten to drive it
Yeah.
yet.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
drive more. But yeah, you're now have a new job, you know. So you can drive.
I have 2 jobs, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rijman. It's just he's consistent, you know, Rijman. It's not
The curb
really
again.
one. Oh, there go Misha again.
Jacob again over the curb.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the thing for him that took him out.
I think
Really
that's something to
unfortunate.
evaluate after the race for them.
Yeah, definitely something to look at. Obviously,
It,
I mean, this is also good preparation for our
Yeah.
12-hour race. So maybe something for him in the
is the pit window closed or
12-hour
not?
race on. Well, it's close now. It should be.
Then Mr. Sakac
can-
has a problem.
Yeah, I mean they can still
Because-
go for a pit stop. It just
Yeah, but
won't
not
count to
mandatory is not counting anymore.
Yeah,
So and there's still a number 1 behind his name, car 992, the Ferrari of Sakac, and he didn't do one pit stop.
oh,
So I think he will get
that's
some
gonna.
punishment. He's now in the pit.
Does that get you a penalty? I've never encountered
Yeah,
it
normally
before.
he will get a penalty for it
Oh, that is obviously sucks.
from the game then. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Do you know how
Look at
much
that.
that is?
I think it's 60 seconds or something.
I mean,
Or maybe DQ.
might actually maybe a DQ. I mean, he is on the pits right now.
Yeah, he is, but it was too late.
Yeah.
So he will be disqualified then when he go out. That's by the game.
Unfortunate. Also, really unfortunate for Nuku. He was in for a potential podium, but then the curbs got him. Curbs have been murderous today. We saw like a bunch of drivers just hit the curbs there, go off.
Yeah, but it's because you're driving 2 hours and it's going well all the time, but suddenly a little bit focus lost and you're hit it and you're gone.
Yeah, it's just you have to stay concentrated the whole time. Then a little, if you let your concentration slip for 1 second, then you just go like 10 centimeters too far to the left. You hit that curb and then just completely launches you. And we have a replay. We're just in front.
Yeah.
So let's
when
take a
you
look.
see the replay, you go.
Production.
Oh, behind Blom.
That is the curb.
Oh, it's a small curve, you know, but
and then look, he's still on the gas, I think, there, while he's on the grass, and then just the steering wheel a little bit turned, then it's just completely into the barrier.
Yeah. Nobody behind him. That's lucky.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Look at that. Look at that front
Oh
wing.
yeah.
And we look at Max Enting in P10 now fighting for a potential P9 with Velo. Both not new names to us. He went.
Oh, that was a strange one.
Yeah, it was really, really slow by them. I think Velo was also quite cautious of what's gonna happen. And actually, Enting is lapped by Velo, so he's trying to unlap himself.
Oh, she's unlapping him.
He has to really be careful there. Yeah. I mean, now if he has to let Velo pass, otherwise that's gonna be a 5-second penalty.
That move in the last corner, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It was quite dangerous. Obviously, you can't defend under blue flags. And I mean, if you're unlapping yourself, you have to be extra careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We've seen that before. Yeah, we've seen that before with.
Yeah, that's the mistake made.
Yeah, I've already seen that. Like, I don't know if you saw that as well. He just went too deep on the first corner of the corkscrew, and then he I think hit the curb there a little bit, and then of course the car is unstable, and then he was too fast on the acceleration. Maybe
it leans too much on one side.
Yeah, and maybe we can look at that later again and analyze it a little bit.
A little bit
Also,
slow-mo.
I mean, we had the same thing with Issenger earlier.
Yeah,
So
I told you
that
already. It's
happened.
the spot where the most mistakes will be making.
Yeah, that happened more than once. So
Yeah,
Resolute also went off now somewhere. But I mean, he is 10 laps down. I think that is him actually there. Just passed by Toby Issenger, but luckily let him
yeah.
pass. Good sportsmanship. I think we haven't seen any blue flag infringements today, except for, of course, that
No, not really.
questionable overtake from Enting on Velo, trying to unlap himself. But
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was this.
that's
Yeah,
what we like to see that. I mean, obviously that's
of
just
course.
good sportsmanship if you
Yeah,
respect the blue flags. So yeah,
Kai is doing well. There's Mr. Blom again.
and
Michiel Blom.
another yeah, and
Still on
obviously
the third place.
that
Huh?
yeah, even though he had that quite big
Yeah.
crash, did
Yeah,
a
a
lot of
lot of
damage,
things he had. I
and
saw him
yeah, same
in a corner
for
of my eye do a lot of mistakes.
New Coupe. I rooted for New Coupe for that podium finish. It would have absolutely been deserved.
Yeah,
And
we're
we have
looking
a
at
replay
Rijman.
for Ryman. Mm.
Yeah, nice
So yeah,
replay. What happened with him? 995 Ford Mustang. I like the color. There he is.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're looking at it
corkscrew.
again.
There he is. Yeah, too
Just
deep. And you see there's a little bit off camber, and then the back of the car is following the line.
yeah.
Look, here
I
you
mean
can see it.
that's yeah. I mean
It's too much.
that turn, yeah, that turning point for that second corner is off camber. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think his rear right wheel had a little bit of airtime there, and then just obviously
yeah.
just gonna speed up insanely
And
and
you
it's just
always
gonna
end up
spin
there
you.
on the left side.
Yeah, but
Oh,
luckily not into the barrier.
no. Yeah, that's also possible. I know it. I did it once, so.
Probably
Oh,
everyone probably did that already. Who's
I
racing
like
here?
the
I mean,
livery. It's not a standard livery.
yeah, I've seen it before. I really like it with that bear on the side. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if I've
yeah.
seen it before, but it's a
No,
really
not.
cool livery.
Yeah.
And
Toby.
yeah, Toby, absolute domination, absolute masterclass. He had the entire
Yeah.
field lapped at one point again.
Not
So
one
yeah,
mistake I can find.
I mean, I can find one mistake in the corkscrew.
Yeah, okay, but.
But I mean, like, look at it. He already has 30 seconds on Weber again.
Yeah.
So absolutely insane show of pace and yeah, of domination. Just I'm willing to call it the Marcy Bella masterclass.
Yeah.
That's the first time we saw that in Zandvoort last week.
Yeah,
Also an
for
absolute
sure.
domination from start to finish.
Yeah.
No chance for anyone. Same with Bobby Issenger today. So
Yeah. And
my
I'm just looking at
absolute
the
respect.
times. Van der Put is closing in on Blom. So there is maybe possibility for Van der Put to get the podium if
A
he does
little
well.
bit.
Yeah,
He
5
barely
seconds.
closes in.
Yeah, no,
Five
he's
second
closing a
gap.
little in, then it's gone again. Yeah, it's.
We have about 4 to 5 laps to go.
Yeah.
And he has 5 seconds to close in, and he's just doing a few thousandths per
Yeah.
lap
Yeah.
on him. So yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
still everything open. We saw that. We saw that on the Nürburgring with
Yeah.
our today's P5. Michael Newcoop. He crashed on the last lap, on the last corner, and let last week's winner Marci Bella snatch the win. And that's where our commentator's curse comes from. Yeah, I might have cursed him there. But yeah, I mean, again, today, unfortunate for Newcoop. He was in for a podium finish, with potential, and I
Yeah.
was definitely rooting for him. He was really, yeah, also really good driving today from him. And he started from P3, I think, or from P2, and yeah, from P2 in qualifying, and then just that unfortunate crash in the first on the first lap in the corkscrew put him down
Yeah.
a lot of places, and then again another unfortunate incident with him hitting the back of Vanderput, our prime defender of today.
One
And
lucky
yeah,
thing for
just
us, there's always on the end a lot of replay, so we always see some nice highlights of the race, and we will see them coming by
yeah,
also then, I hope.
yeah, and like he hit the back of Vanderput there, cost him some time already, and then another 15-second time penalty, and then he was on track for that podium finish, but then the curbs got him. The curbs that have gotten a couple of players today. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean they're dangerous here. They're dangerous
yeah.
everywhere.
It's not even their opponents, but it's the track who killed them.
Yeah, this was actually quite the close call here with
Yeah,
Johnson, I think, in that
Porsches.
Porsche
Yeah,
from Vanderput, but luckily he didn't hit him. And now actually Rogel and Johnson we see here behind Vanderput fighting
yeah.
for a
Porsches.
P11.
That's also not bad.
Hmm.
No,
I mean every
I
position
see.
matters.
Russell had
Every
a high
position,
ping.
yeah. Every position here counts. Every position gets you FGM tokens.
Yeah,
So
and your ELO, your SA, your safety rating, and you also will climb up on the leaderboard full grip, of course. So that's also nice to see if you can see some improvements what you're doing.
also, I mean, this is the only real battle we have right now. Everyone else, the field has stretched out a little bit. Johnson went onto the grass with his right wheels there. Potentially a chance for Rogel to overtake him now if he manages to keep it on track as well.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, watching the corkscrew now. It looked quite close braking there. Rogel tries to get a really early apex there. And really far to the inside. And I think he has a high ping. It looks like it.
Yeah, I told you that he is, and I think we talked a little bit later in the start of the race. We already talked about the 12-hour races coming up. We will organize the 7th of June this year. We organize a race against cancer. It's a 12-hour race on the Mount Panorama. So, oh, and I see something wrong there.
Yeah,
So,
that is the McLaren from
yeah,
Resolute. So they're
okay.
quite precious, but please keep going. We'll talk about our 12-hour race while we look at the battle between Johnson and Rogel.
Yeah, so we were talked about the 12-hour races coming up for a good charity, and that's against cancer for children with cancer. They're fighting cancer, so we're gonna fight the Mount Panorama, and it's an endurance race, so it's with swapping drivers. If you want to join, you can check it out on the homepage of fullgripmotorsport.com, and you will find there all the information and how to join and participate this 12-hour race for a very good cause. So check it out, please.
And not only the course, we also have a bunch of cool prizes lined up. Obviously, a bunch of prizes for where you finish and if you're the cleanest team. But also we have when we see Rogel loses the
Oh,
car
there
there.
he goes. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah, just I think the curb again. Curb got him again.
Ending.
And entering right behind him now, he has to let him pass. Hopefully
Just good
lets
break.
him. Yeah, he does. Oh,
Oh,
that was close. Oh,
Yeah.
it was clean. They didn't touch, so everything should
No,
be alright. But
that's
Rosell should let him
pass
pass
now.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Does
now
he?
defending.
That does look like defending. And
Yeah.
I mean, he is 7 laps down, so 8 laps actually. Shouldn't
Yeah.
be doing that. Oh no, that was Resolute. I'm sorry, he's 3 laps down. Still
Okay,
a couple of laps, so he should
maybe the
not
stewards will
defend
look
here.
into it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the final
We
lap.
are final lap now.
Unbelievable. We are already
There.
there.
Let him pass. And yeah, Toby Issager, also a really
There
cool
he goes.
livery. It's the
Yeah.
first time we talk about it, but I like it.
Yeah, that's.
It has something of the Cadillac Formula 1 livery.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's 2 colors, huh? Yeah,
And
there he goes,
actually,
Toby.
Vanderput actually managed to get quite close to Bloom there.
Yeah,
Potentially a mistake from Bloom.
yeah, for sure. I saw him. I'm watching on the other screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he
Hopefully
goes, Tobias, an unbelievable skilled driver, and you will be the champion today for sure.
Don't jinx it yet. There is his.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, we know.
That's where he fucked up last time, but now he's through there.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
we're looking at
24-hour Nürburgring.
Can he manage to pass him? That would be a podium for Vanderput, an absolute clear deserved one, I think.
Yeah, you need an extra prize.
Yeah.
But I told you, number 4, number 5, and number 6, they will win a 3-month elite full grip vision subscription. And there he goes. He's finished. Toby Issager, unbelievable. Yeah.
Wins the full grip Laguna Seca 120. Really
congratulations.
Good job. Yeah. Absolute domination. Here we see Kai Weber, our current P2, through the last corner
also.
And approaching the finish line as well. Really good job.
Respect.
I mean, everyone who finishes.
Yeah, I have to applaud for
this
them.
race. Oh,
Van der Put
loses it on the last.
Come on,
second to last
no.
corner. That was really close for him. Almost on the back on Michael Bloom, but yeah.
That's what we talked about.
He manages to hold on to his 3rd place finish and takes the podium home with him. And Vanderput goes out in P5, P4, Newcope P5,
respect Vanderput,
and
Misha.
Ryman now on the start finish great.
What a great field of drivers.
Finish.
Yeah,
really great field. And
the
winner
were really great.
Yeah, the absolute winner of today, I think, is Robin Vanderput. Still, even though it's just P4, I mean, he qualified in P9, so he gained 5 places, and just an absolute show of masterclass defending. That was just absolutely, that was absolute cinema.
Yeah, it's an